What up, hotheads? I'm Henry, and this is Blaze the Roof. This week we'll be reviewing a sauce named Butterfly Bakery of Vermont Hot House Hot Sauce. The company was started in 2003 by Claire Georges, or Georges, I don't know how to say it. Georges, if you're doing it in French. In 2022, they added Fat Toad Farm to their business. They added a line of goat milk caramels. They source 100% of their ingredients from local farms and all within Vermont. She pays her employees a livable wage and donates a lot of profits to the Vermont Food Bank. So good job, Claire. The city is Bar, Vermont. It's known as the granite capital of the world, and it's actually split between Bar City and Bar Town. The city has a lot more of the population is a little bit more urban. The town is more rural. Now let's look at the packaging. So this one is above pretty hot here, if you can see on the label. Butterfly Bakery of Vermont usually has that logo with the bee and the butterfly in it, and this one's called Hot House. I actually don't read these beforehand, so it says, this blazingly delightful sauce features the best the garden has to offer. Cilantro and dill balance perfectly with tomatoes and our unique 5-pepper blend to create this surprisingly versatile sauce. It tastes fantastic on grilled cheese, tapenade, and fish. That is pretty versatile there. Switching over to the ingredients, it says here chili peppers, which includes serranos, habaneros, reapers, ghosts, and Carmen's. It's one that I have not heard of until I researched it. Anyway, distilled vinegar, tomatoes, water, cilantro, salt, olive oil, lemon juice, concentrate, dill, and black pepper. So this has dill and tomato in it, which is a interesting combination. That's all I'll say. All right, so the ingredient that we're going to talk about is the Carmen pepper. It's an elongated pepper with what's called a bull's horn shape, or also known as corno di toro. Much like a bell pepper, it has zero capsaicin in it, and it is used as an alternative to a bell pepper. They're usually green or carmine red, carmine being close to Carmen, or I'm pretty sure that has something to do with the name. And they tend to have a sweeter flavor, kind of like, I guess, like an orange bell pepper. I guess the red has a little bit of a sweeter flavor. But before we get any further, let's hear from this week's sponsor. In a time of darkness, one woman lit the path to freedom.
Every step forward is a step towards freedom.
This fall, America's greatest actor takes on America's greatest hero in a role of a lifetime. Tom Hanks is Harriet Tubman.
Will not stop until my people are free.
From the producers of Saving Private Ryan and Forrest Gump comes the performance of a lifetime.
Come with me.
Tubman, freedom has a new face. Only in theaters. Now for the moment of truth. Forgot to mention this has a metal cap. Most places have a plastic cap, so that's, I don't know, kind of quality there. I can't smell anything except dill and a little bit of the pepper. What pepper is that fragrant? That might be a Carmen pepper. It's interesting. And maybe a touch of vinegar. This clocks in at 131,000 SHUs. Butterfly Bakery of Vermont does have some burners, or their taco sauce, talk about it sauce? I forget which one it was, but that one is like the second hottest taco sauce that I've ever tasted. It is blistering. That one is really fucking hot. This one isn't as hot, in the 6 digits like that. It's probably going to be a heavyweight. Okay, I'm going to get a good spoonful here. It is surprisingly fluid, although if you kind of look, you could kind of see it clump up a little bit. So, expecting this to taste a lot like dill. I'm going to try to see if there's any other flavors I could distinguish in there. And hopefully it doesn't burn my ass. But all right, here we go. Cheers. Very flavorful. The heat is still rising though. So initially, it immediately started burning the tip of the tongue, which is probably the serrano pepper. It has a very nice flavor to it though. I didn't know how the dill would affect the profile of the sauce, but it's very delicious. The burn is pretty Still kind of rising, but I mean, I think it's topped off now. I'm going to say it's probably a heavyweight, but it's on the lighter side. And no hiccups, so. But the thing is still lingering. It's not getting worse, but it's just lingering heat. How do I describe the flavor? I mean, you can definitely taste the dill in it, and the tomato, I think, rounds it off nicely. And I guess the lemon juice. So it has a bright flavor, and especially with the dill, gives it like a very nice springtime flavor. So it is something that I would use probably less, not on very savory items. This would be tremendous on veggies, on fish, as it says. You know what? If you had a tomato sauce, this would add a little bit of kick to it, plus a little bit of the taste of the dill. With your grilled cheese, it'd be amazing. Or directly on your grilled cheese. Tapenade, if you don't know what tapenade is, basically olive spread. Yeah, I think anything with veggies, if you had like a pasta primavera, if you want to kick it up a bit, anything tomato-based, this would go good on it. The dill, though, is it's not that strong, but it is strong enough to where if you don't want it to taste like dill, don't use this. Yeah, it is a definitely, even though dill is the last ingredient, which is, the least amount put into the sauce, a little dill goes a long way. Very flavorful sauce. Would I buy it? It's not a sauce that I would have to have in my inventory. However, it is a very flavorful sauce. I will find a use for it somewhere. So it's a hold. I'm not necessarily going to go out and buy this. If there was a sauce I'd buy from them, it would definitely be the taco sauce. That one's tremendous. But yeah, this one's really good. Very flavorful. Something different too. The dill adds something just different. And I'm sweating. So yeah, definitely heavyweight. Next week, I'll be reviewing a sauce from New York City from Señor Lechuga's .006 sauce. Until then, I'm Henry, and remember, spice up your life. Take care.